Hey, it's me, Dave here, and it is Saturday night. I was on the computer looking over at a thread that I started on Reddit, and I'm holding this camera the opposite way, but I'm gonna turn it back around so I can see. So, I don't know if you're familiar with Reddit, but they're a fairly popular site. You can look them up online, but I started this thread about Kanopy, which is an app you can get for your TV or whatever, and you get a Kanopy account through your library and you can watch free movies, and I thought it was really good. And anyway, I started this thread over here and was talking about the rise of synthesizers or synths, which was probably the first movie I saw on there, and I thought it was actually pretty decent. You know, it was a documentary about synthesizers. But anyway, there's a few things on this thread, but I'll show you, like Kanopy, I was talking about it. These are some of the movies that you can see over there. And I was talking about some of them that I had seen. This is a horror movie I saw where these kids start talking to this hand, decapitated hand. It was like a Halloween movie that I saw. I just added these. These are from a Hungarian director and are very art house. And you know, the dialogue is in Hungarian, so you have to read it with subtitles. And his films are very slow moving, but it's almost like watching a picture or something that moves. But anyway, these are a couple of his movies I added. This is Damnation and The Turin Horse. He has another one that I'd like to see, and I can't think of the name of it right now, but yeah. So let's see, where is it? I have seen this Weird Al movie right here, Weird Al Yankovic. And it was kind of low budget, but yeah, I've always liked kind of Weird Al. Yeah, I enjoyed that too. It's kind of a light comedy, talking about his upbringing and what have you. This was an interesting film, Perfect Days. It takes place in Japan, and that was part of the reason I liked it. But it's just about this guy that had gotten a divorce in Japan and was cleaning toilets for a living, which, you know, doesn't sound like the most extravagant life, but it's just basically about his life and how he deals with life. And he seems to take, you know, life as it comes and enjoyment however he can. You know, he likes to read and, you know, do things at home. But yeah, pretty interesting little movie, I thought. Let's see if there's anything else on here that I've seen. This is a good movie if you've never seen it. It's an older film, 1955, The Night of the Hunter. Kind of a horrific film in a way, but yeah, I enjoyed it. It has Robert Mitchum as the main role here, and two little kids that he's after, kind of a chase type movie. But yeah, pretty interesting film. Dark Crystal's a fun film if you like, you know, kind of animated stuff. Although it's not animated, it's more like puppets. But you know, it's sort of a fantasy film. You know, I saw Pearl and The Howling. Here's The Third Man. If you've never seen The Third Man, that's a really good one. Zodiac. was a good film. I've seen that like several times. I get caught up in it every time I start to watch it. But stars Jake Gyllenhaal and a lot of other people as well. Robert Downey Jr. is in it, and several other people. But yeah, it's about the serial killer that was up in San Francisco. Forget the time frame, but probably 60s or 70s. But yeah, real interesting film. Of course, Blair Witch, I've seen that. I think it's okay, but I wasn't as bowled over by it as some people have been. So anyway, right now it's going on. They're calling it Noir-vember, Noir Vember. So they got like a lot of noir that's on showcase on their side. Here's one right here. If you've never seen Midnight Cowboy, that's one of my top films. They actually shot this film, or part of the film, the opening part of the film, and then they would like put little clips of him, flashing back to the town there he came from. John Voight is who I'm talking about, or his character, Joe Buck. But they actually filmed this movie in my hometown, and I was just in high school, getting out of high school actually. And I saw the ad in the newspaper looking for extras in the film, and so I went down and talked to the guy. It was held at this Ramada Inn, which is about the fanciest motel that we have where I used to live in West Texas. And I talked to the guy and didn't know what the film was about, never read the book or anything like that. But he listened to me, gave me a very short interview, but I didn't make the film. I think they were looking for these more oddball kind of looking rural people, from this small town that Joe Buck came from. And the town is never named or anything like that, but you just get the idea that it's a real small town, which it definitely is. Elephant Man, that's a good one right there. Stars Anthony Hopkins, about this youngish man that's deformed and everything physically. And Anthony Hopkins takes him under his wing and provides him a roof overhead and, so forth. Very kind of heartwarming type film. John Hurt plays the Elephant Man. He does an excellent job too. It's a earlier film by David Lynch. He's a director that I kind of really like. So anyway, I don't want to keep this going on too long. Here's a Vincent Van Gogh movie. It's all animated with the type artwork, but his artwork, or it looks like his artwork, is really well done. Anyway, that's me, Dave, and signing off. We'll talk to you later.